Well, we got a new crop circle that's just appeared. Now this formation appeared on summer solstice on June 22nd, and there's quite a few things with this which is kind of interesting that I'm going to dive quite deeply into, and it might blow your mind. Also, I'm going to go there on Tuesday and conduct an in-person investigation like I did with Sutton Veni, mate, so strap in. So we've got another incredible formation. This one's circumference is 75 meters in diameter, which matches the Sutton Veni one, the one before that the farmer got rid of as well, and now this one. And there's a white horse in the background as well, which is very interesting, and it all matches up to do with summer solstice, the location, the symbology, and the area itself. Again, this kind of matches some older civilizations that kind of mimic this same sort of symbology. We've got the other ones to do with the 5-point layouts to represent cosmic order, Shamash, quintessence, and the divine element as well, which is another thing that kind of matches this. Now on a star map I linked this exact location to what you'd see in the sky during the hour of summer solstice, and now what you can see in the background is quite significant. So what we have up here, what you would see with your eye as the sun is rising over the horizon on summer solstice, you got Saturn, you got Venus, the moon, the sun, and Jupiter just down below on this side here that you would see coming up over the horizon, and then it would only be travelling higher and you'd see it more and more and more, which is quite significant to do with the formation of the dot 1 2 3 4, you know, something there. Now one interpretation of this you could probably say with the timing of where this was is the sun in the middle, Saturn, Venus, the moon, Jupiter coming over the horizon. So you've got all the 4 visible planets that you would see with the naked eye in conjunction with this crop circle, which is quite significant. Now in the background we have a white horse, which is quite significant to the area, and the geological makeup of this specific area as well is quartz deposits and chalk as well, which is a major factor where you see a lot of the more anomalous crop circles. Now these white horses are all over Wiltshire itself. There's about 8 visible ones, and there's a few more that have been lost to time, and they have been around and been made since forever up until recent. This one more recently around 1800s, and there's something quite specific about the white horse itself which lines up with some of the meaning to do with it. So in symbology, the white horse symbolises purity, freedom and transformation. It can also represent in the spiritual awakening, divine intervention, or the soul's journey towards the higher realms. Across various mythologies, white horses are associated with the holy figures, divine beings, or as guides between worlds. And you've got to look at a lot of the times when these sort of symbologies, the sacred geometry that appears around these specific sites, a lot of these have a background meanings to do with burial grounds, Stonehenge, all these kind of site markers all line up, okay, and especially to do with like ley lines as well. So again, this sort of symbol appears in all sorts of different cultures and all sorts of symbology that kind of have their own sort of version, but a lot of these things do correlate. So we got the solar disc that appears in like Sumeria, again the central point with the 4 outward spikes, which kind of represents a lot of what the crop circle is. Again, there's so many different sorts of like Celtic wheel crosses and things of this in the paganistic Wiccan culture that kind of symbolise this. Now associated with concepts like faith, heritage and culture and identity, and can represent the eternity, unity and the 4 directions, north, south, east and west, and the 4 elements, earth, water, air and fire. Now again, an interpretation looking at this, you could say this is pointing towards north, east, south and west, almost like a compass, again representing 4 elements, the planets in the sky as well, and this is quite significant to where the sun rose as well. Right, going back to the site location of near Stonehenge, this is facing east where you can see the planets on the horizon. You can see the sun, Saturn, Venus, Jupiter and the moon illuminated in the sky, the 4 directions. Now the meaning of east as well, okay? East represents new beginnings, enlightenment and a rising sun, representing hope, renewal and the state of a new day. It's often associated with wisdom, clarity, spiritual leadership, reflecting the sun's energizing and illuminating power. So this is just scratching the surface with some of the significance of this specific site as well, which is absolutely amazing. And I'm going to be going there Tuesday. I can't go to this conference thing in London because I'm currently still ill, but I can go be in a field by myself without infecting everyone. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here instead, inspect this site, see what's going on and try and line it up with all of the ley lines. I'm going to measure everything. I'm going to check all the grain as well inside this barley field. We're going to do the whole shebang, man. I'm going to see what we come out with it, because this one's picked my brain a little bit and I feel a little bit drawn to this one like I did the Sutton Veni one. So let's see what we can get from this bad boy, mate, and hopefully something interesting. If not, it will be a good venture either way.